Liberty Bleeds Silver has suggested a challenge to us veteran stackers that we give advice to new stackers. So I'm going to give advice not just about stacking, but about investing as well. So first of all, let me start with stacking. Stacking, in my 5 years of stacking, what I have learned is to look at stacking as a hobby, to have fun with it, to enjoy this hobby, and in the process, you'll do all the things that people talk about. You'll save money, or you'll build capital. You'll hedge against inflation. You'll invest, prep. All the stuff will come along with it, and you'll most likely build your stack faster because you're having fun. You're wanting to spend your money on precious metals because it's a fun hobby. Just like any hobby you want to spend money on. Only this hobby is something that could build your wealth or build your capital, whereas other hobbies, you're just throwing money down the drain, or not really throwing it down the drain, but you're spending money to have fun, but you're getting nothing except fun in return. In this hobby, you get something on top of fun. You get a precious metal that usually holds its value and even goes up in value sometimes, as it has recently. However, here's some more advice to new stackers. If you've recently got into stacking as the price of gold and silver have jumped, you may have noticed that within the last week it's been dropping. There's a couple of reasons why, I believe, but this may be something you didn't expect. Well, you should know that gold and silver price does drop. In the long run, it goes up, but sometimes in the short run, it does drop. Recently, the election caused gold to go up, gold and silver, because of the worries about, is it going to be close? Are there going to be problems if it's too close to call? Will there be people unwilling to accept the results, etc., etc.? All that nonsense has gone away. On top of that, Bitcoin exploded. Bitcoin has really shot up. I mean, it's at $90,000 right now because of statements from Trump and, of course, Elon Musk. I believe that a lot of people who've been investing in gold and silver on paper, especially gold, are moving their money into Bitcoin, and that's causing the price of gold and silver to drop. So it is dropping now, and I think it did shoot up too fast, so it's probably a needed drop. But if you're looking at this as a hobby, like I suggest, when it drops, you're not sad, you're not like worried, you're not making any dumb moves. And that's another good thing about owning physical gold and silver, is it's not as easy to buy and sell, and therefore get emotional and have an emotional reaction like, oh no, it's dropping, let me go sell it real quick. Anyways, like I said, if you enjoy this as a hobby, you're like excited. Oh, the price is going down, I could buy more, it's more affordable. And look, in the long run, it's going to go up. There have been times when it's just stagnated for I think like a decade or more. It just stayed around $1,200 an ounce. When I got into stacking, it was $1,200 an ounce gold price. and it started going up pretty soon after I started, and I was actually disappointed because I was like, man, I wanted to build my stack before it started going up. But then COVID hit, and then it shot up. You know, it went from a gradual climb to a big pop. When those big pops happen, then there could be a drop. There was a drop after it shot up to $2,000 an ounce. It dropped back down to, I believe it hit 1,600 an ounce before popping back up. So don't worry too much about the ups and downs. Enjoy stacking as a hobby, and you'll just be like, all right, buy on the dip, and not worried about it. Now, moving on to other investments. This is something that I suggest to young people. If you're investing early, it's like, especially if you get like a stocks that pay a dividend and you reinvest the dividend, it's like rolling a snowball down the hill, right? And the longer the hill, the bigger the snowball is going to be when it reaches the bottom. So you want to get in as soon as you can. You know, I couldn't start investing when I was young because I was living paycheck to paycheck, you know, barely scraping by. But if you can, start investing early and getting that snowball rolling down the hill. I wish I could go back and start a snowball rolling down the hill, so I'd have a nice snowball right about now, you know. But that's my advice to new stackers. Look at it as a hobby, have fun, and it won't be long until you got a big stack. Now, my stack, I've sold a bunch, but at one time I had 25 ounces. You know, it builds rather quickly. Even if you're stacking silver, you can't afford gold, or can't afford to buy a lot. You buy a little bit and enjoy it. Pretty soon you're going to have a nice amount, and that'll definitely help you when the time comes. If you want to sell, use it as capital to invest in something else, like I've been doing, investing in business. Our businesses there that me and my wife have together, that's a good use of the capital that you build when you stack. So just have fun. That's my advice. Have fun. Keep on stacking.